Folks, Jade with KnifeJoy, and I'm just in from the road, and I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the Chris Reeve knives that we have available and some of the models and different variations of that. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the company and where and how it started. So for Chris Reeve Knives, you got to go all the way back to 1984. I think it's 84, could be 85, in South Africa, where Chris and Ann Reeves started the company. And if you're a collector, you know that there's a difference between having a South African mark and a Made in USA mark. There's some cool history with that. And it was in the it was 89 or 90, I think it was 89, where they moved up to Idaho. So Boise, Idaho, USA, they moved the entire company up there. Now the company is run by Ann and her son Tim, and the entire manufacturing facility is in USA in Boise, Idaho. We've got a couple of variations that I want to talk to you about and show you. But first I want to talk about the packaging. In my opinion, it's one of the nicest sets of packaging out there in the industry. So they've got a great box set, and all of their folders come in the same, they all fit in the same size box.
They make mostly folders.
They make mostly folders, but they do some fixed blades. They've got some backpackers, they've got their green beret knife, and they've got one other smaller one that they make, and they're phenomenal. The same level of quality and fit and finish goes into a fixed blade as it does in their folders, and similar packaging, just not quite as compact as this one. It doesn't come with the tools and all that because you don't need that for a fixed blade. But for these, so they got their product card fold out there, product description as far as what steel it is, what kind of configuration it's in, right-handed or left-handed, and it's even got a born-on date. So this is a brand new one. I must have just pulled this one out. September of 2025 on that. Comes with their mail-in warranty card and one of their stickers as well.
One thing about the born-on date is that can be, you can pick up and have a born-on date of this thing that's 30 years because you can hold and keep these knives for
Oh
a
yeah,
long time. Right?
and some people look like, oh, well, I was born on September 25th. Do you have anything that was made on September 25th? So that's kind of a cool little thing that people look for. It doesn't always work out that way. Very rarely are knives made on September 13th, but I try to find them every now and then. But yeah, so they've got, it's kind of a cool thing, and you can have these in stock for quite a while, and might even date back to 23, 21, 2020 even. And then you'll see how they've evolved. So you pick up a born-on date from 2020. Now from 2025, they've changed their blade steel, and there's a couple other configurations that might be noted differently on the card.
There could be people holding a born-on date from 1990 because these things last that long.
Oh, they last that long. I don't know if they dated them back then, all the way back to 1990. I don't know when they started the dating process, but these are lifetime heirloom quality products. So if you keep the box, you could have all that stuff all intact, and the knife is still going to be just as good as it was the day you bought it, for sure. So inside the packaging, you've got tools to take the knife apart, Loctite to reseal everything, and some lube, I think they call it grease, for the pivot, and whether it's got for the washers inside the knife there. Not a lot of companies give you tools to take your knife apart. They don't want you to take apart. That's one of the unique things about Chris Reeves. They actually have a YouTube video, how to take your knife apart, because they know it's going to go back together just perfectly. So they give you the tools for that and everything you need, grease-wise and Loctite-wise. Then it comes wrapped. I wanted to say ShamWow, but I'm not going to say ShamWow. But it comes wrapped in their He Embossed logo, chamois. So this is a full-size Inkosi with the Insingo blade set up in a right-handed configuration with double lugs on there. So titanium lugs that are anodized blue. Probably my favorite. This is probably my favorite configuration. I carry one of these quite a bit. They do come attached with a lanyard on there. A lot of people take them off or store them or tie them up in a different way. So let's go back to the history of their folding knives. Probably their biggest contribution to the folding knife community is the frame lock, or the RIL, or the Reeve Integrated Lock. And you're going to see frame locks on a lot of different brands out there. A lot of different companies use it. They were the first one to do it at a production level. So all their folders come with that. Let's look at a Sebenza. And the Sebenza's gone through several different variations in the past, but slightly smaller pivot, and this is a smaller version. They make them in 2 different sizes. This is their small version of Sebenza, slightly smaller on the pivot, and then their next evolution, a little bit larger pivot there. We've got a couple finish options. So glass blasted, a little bit smoother, a little bit softer on the touch on the titanium, and then the regular blasted, which is a little bit more aggressive. It's not sandpaper, but it's a little bit easier to hold on to if you're going to be in a wet environment or something like that. So you've got a couple different finish options on the handle. Then they've got inlays on the handle. This one's got micarta there, one piece on the full side, and then a skinnier piece there on the lock side. And then also on the handle, they do some unique graphics. So different machining patterns, different laser patterns, different colorings, and they're called unique for a reason because each one's different. Then they've got different blade options. So this one's in I believe that's their raindrop Damascus. And then in the Magna Cut steel on these guys. Then you've got a right-handed versus a left-handed knife. So this one's got all the options. Damascus blade, micarta inlays, and a left-handed clip configuration. It still has thumb studs on both sides, so you can open it with either hand, but this one's set up to carry left-handed in your front pocket there. This one's set up for the right-handed carry, single stud with the glass blasted smooth blade. And then the unique, and then again, the small versus the large size. So same handle, 2 different sizes on that, left-handed and a right-handed. So whether you're looking for something fancy, dressed up, something more tactical or durable everyday use, or something that you want to just take out on special occasions, or you want to collect them. A lot of people collect the Damascus and the unique graphics. Either way, Chris Reeve's has you handle all the way across the board. And at KnifeJoy, we're super stoked to be able to be one of their dealers and have such a large selection of them available throughout the year. They do come and go. Some of their models are gone fairly quickly. Some of them we're able to hold on to for a little bit and keep a selection available for you.
Right, that's not even being bashful, right? Like KnifeJoy has one of the best selections of Chris Reeve of any store and dealer out there, right?
Are we allowed to toot our own horn like that? Yeah, I think we have last I checked, we had the largest selection currently available on the market anywhere. So whether it's a left-handed, a right-handed, Damascus blade, any of the blade shapes, or any of the handle configurations, or with inlays or uniques or glass blasted or regular blasted, I think I named them all. We've got something for you there for sure. So folks, to recap that, we're very fortunate to have a lot of different options of Chris Reeve Knives. We're trying to do YouTube videos and feature them in our emails whenever we get something new or a new variation or something exciting in stock. Check out the brand page on knifejoy.com. Thank you.